7:10 in the morning. I just couldn't sleep anymore, and it's plenty light. I only got 10 miles to go. And I heard there was a little kiosk or a little hut off the side of the road somewhere between here and Muxia. That is like, you ring a bell and somebody opens the little door and you can buy coffee from them. I'm interested. I can hardly wait to find it. All right, I'm off. Looks like a pretty decent day. I immediately got on this little gravelly track. It's very nice. It feels good. Feels good. It feels good being on my own. There was this, I think it's a German girl that left just before I did. I couldn't understand what she was saying, but the idea was that she was in the room, the dorm room on the second floor. And it sounded like from her hand gestures is that there was terrible snoring up there, and she just drove her nuts, and she was headed out. And she was going to Muxia. And so she said, you know, she pointed to her eyes and said Muxia. She says, well, see you in Muxia. So she's ahead of me. That's nice. That was fun. We don't even have to speak the same language, and I knew what she was talking about. There was a little snoring in my room, but it was just soft, and I didn't care. It doesn't bother me. So here we go down in this nice little trail. My first puppy of the morning. Oh, he's so happy to see me. You know, he's off and about. He's gamboling. See that little building down there? Well, I think it's where that guy was talking about. It has a little vending machine, and it has a little window. You ring a bell and somebody can bring you coffee. Not today. No. I saw a local woman, and I don't know what she said, but basically it's like, no coffee. Well, that's okay. It's only a mile out of town anyway. Well, I stopped here at this little cross that has seating area, and I had to put new shoes on my sticks. I didn't notice them yesterday, so I dug out the tape and the new rubber tips and decided to have one of my last little mini, no, it's not really a mini croissant, it's just a mini bun. It's better than nothing. Well, so I sat here 4 years ago, and it was kind of misty, and I sat here eating some kind of food, and a little dog came up and I petted it. Not today, no dog today. I'm on top of the wind turbine ridge. This is where I've come from. I'm sort of at ridgeline height looking across. More turbines, big power line. And onward. I'm just a little over halfway to Muxia now. Walking down this hill, and on these blocks of rock, there's some writing that says El Camino. And then there's this sticker. Historic Elmo grocery owner David R. Hudson, circa 1790. And this one says, there was only one constant in this whole world, and that nothing ever stays the same. Well, that's true. If it weren't for changing, we'd be standing still. Well, I'm sure glad I'm not those people that are walking from Muxia to Finisterre, because they've got a lot of uphill ahead of them, because I've got a lot of downhill, and I'm almost to the end of the downhill. Pretty quick, another quarter, no, I don't know, maybe 400 yards I'll hit a road. Not this little road, a regular road that people drive on. But I'm sure glad I'm not going to Finisterre from Muxia. Man, I'd be disappointed in the steep. I'm just a few miles out of Muxia. This is so great. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I passed a lot of people going the other way. Nope, I'm going to Muxia, baby. I might even stay there 3 days. Who knows? I can do whatever I want. That's what I can do. It's excellent. Hey, Carol, are you the one who mentioned Forrest Gump? And look what I saw on this signpost. It says, "Run, Forrest, run." That's too funny. Look what I got. Certificate of completion. I'm in Muxia, in the municipal offices. How's that? I didn't get one before, but I got one now. This is where I'm staying in Muxia, the albergue at Muxia. Cost me 14 euro. I was going to stay at the Peregrino one, but it looked empty. And I know that is probably cheaper, but I like this one. And I knew it was that. And here's some more people coming up. Okay, I went to the grocery store. I wanted to stock up. These are these little things you add hot water to. This is cold cereal, and I'll take out of this box and just keep the baggie inside. Put a clothespin on it. These are my nuts, my nut mix. I'll put them in a baggie for my pocket, side pocket. These are little juices. There's just 3 of them. I'll drink a couple right now. And Fritos because they go good for lunch. And chocolate chip cookies because I can put them in a baggie. I'll take them out of the containers, put them in a baggie. These individually wrapped croissants. Each one of those is individually wrapped. And this is the cheese I like, and I can slice it with my knife and put it in the croissant for sandwiches. And of course, the ever-present, you don't have to refrigerate until you open, milk. I'll use some on my cold cereal, I'll use some up, and I'll put the rest in my spare water bottle. So, hey, all right, people, don't laugh at me. But I'm not going to go hungry. I don't even have to eat out. I can eat in for a couple of days. Well, at least my undies and socks are on a side street. And this is why there's seagull poop on cars all over the place. All right, this is the other end of the world. Muxia, Atlantic Ocean. English way from Ferrol. From here back to Santiago. Right now I'm over here somewhere. I could start here, but it would take me too little time. So I have to go up to Ferrol and do that. Back to Santiago. So I'm figuring my mileages, my dates, how many days, blah, blah, blah. And do you realize that today, I've been walking for 40 days, sort of like Moses in the wilderness. Well, I was wrong. It wasn't Moses, it was Prophet Elijah, who walked 40 days and 40 nights to get to Mount Horeb, if I said that name right. I guess a person could look it up and get more info. But anyway, I've been walking for 40 days. Much like a wanderer. Well, I figured I'll have to, this is today, I'll stay the night here in Muxia, stay the night 24th in Muxia. In the morning or the afternoon of the 25th, get the bus that takes me to Ferrol and stay the night on the 25th. Start walking on the Camino Inglés on Friday. And if it only takes me 7 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I've got there to there. I'm gonna have to walk way slower. I can't get into Santiago on Saturday. I'd have all these days. Well, I'm actually losing like 4. I can have 4 days to play with. I can walk slow. Yeah, I guess I could. I need to be in Santiago on this day, or even this day, so I can go to a hostel here and then walk in the morning, this morning, to catch my flight. So it'll be okay. I have plenty of time. I don't have to feel rushed. All this figuring.